To the Middle East, where Hamas has rejected another ceasefire proposal amid Israel's withering land, air and sea bombardment on Gaza. Heavy Israeli shelling blasted Gaza's main power plant Tuesday, knocking out electricity to the Hamas-dominated territory. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu warns the military offensive could continue for a long time. VOA's Laurel Bowman has more.
Palestinian health officials said their overall death toll stood at more than 1,100 on Tuesday, mainly civilians, after the most widespread night of airstrikes by Israeli forces since the fighting began 3 weeks ago. Targets included the home of the top Hamas leader in Gaza and a complex housing a Hamas-run television and radio. The strikes came hours after Mr. Netanyahu told Israelis in a televised address to prepare for a prolonged campaign against Hamas.
We knew there are hard days ahead of us. This is a hard and painful day. We have to have patience and be determined to continue the struggle against a murderous terror organization which aspires to destroy us.
He said the military's operation will not end without Israeli forces dismantling a network of tunnels Hamas militants used to sneak into Israel. The military announced Tuesday that 5 soldiers were killed by fighters who used one of the tunnels. Some 53 Israeli troops and 3 civilians have been killed since July 8th. Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei said Tuesday that Israel was committing genocide in Gaza and that the Islamic world should be working to arm the Palestinian people.
What Zionist regime authorities are doing today in Gaza is a genocide and a huge historical disaster. The criminal Israel and supporters of the criminal must be condemned at an international level and must be punished.
World leaders have failed to ease the crisis despite repeated efforts to get the two sides to agree to and maintain a ceasefire. The Obama administration Monday defended Secretary of State John Kerry against criticism in Israeli media that his efforts are being more favorable to Hamas. Laurel Bowman for VOA News.
We want to know what you think about Africa 54 and the stories we covered. Join the conversation on Facebook. The address is Africa 54, and check out our headlines 24/7 on voaafrica.com.